We are reacting to Cargo's Season Discovery is in Freefall decline. With Season Discovery effectively ending, we know that there's no Phase 9. There might be an 8.5, but it's effectively over. The numbers and the community outcry has been tragic. And Cargo is one of the most dedicated SOD content creators on this planet. So we're going to see what he has to say about SOD's declining player numbers. Let's just dive right into it.
Evening or afternoon, everybody. It's Gago coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to talk about the dreaded decline of SOD. It is in straight freefall plummet all the way to zero, about as fast as you could possibly imagine, and it is unprecedented, to be fair. Like, I didn't really think it would be this soon, this fast, and this quick, just based off of one blue post for Magrind, and it is shocking to say the least. So without further ado, let's dive into it. I'm going to switch it over here and show you the blue post, how long ago it was, as well as the population shifts, and then talk about it. So I'll see you then.
Before he shows the data, I will say the Season Discovery player base has been like heartbroken. They love SOD so much that they didn't want to play MOP. They didn't want to play TBC Anniversary or Classic Anniversary. They just wanted more SOD. They wanted Classic Plus. And knowing that Classic Plus is effective, a Season of Discovery is effectively entering Season of Discovery era, it's over, right? That's it. There's no more to it. There's no more, like I said, there might be a 0.5 patch just to clean some things out. But SOD is done. It's truly sad, and I completely understand the devastation the SOD player base is feeling.
Alrighty, here is that dreaded blue post that we have all read. Some of us have read many times covering it. But anyway, it was 13 days ago that we saw this post. And in those 13 days, the population has plummeted. So we do not have this past week's data yet, but we have from the 27th, which is when the post was made, to the...
I just want to say that blue post, when I first read that blue post, I shed a tear. I was just like, it's a terrible day for rain. And there was no rain. It was just a fucking terrible day. It truly did suck that SOD is over. I'm not gonna lie, it was a dark day. I know a lot of people were really, really mad. And, oh, dude, I made a really angry video. I was so pissed off. Like, I love the classic devs, but it was a slap in the fucking face, is how I viewed it at the time. It's not anymore, but that's how I viewed it at the time.
To June 2nd, so we're still waiting on the 2nd to the 9th, which should be coming out here any day. But we went from 75,000 raiders, which is about what we have had all of SC and Nax, like the same people that were raiding that, continued onward. So we had about 75k average doing it, and it instantly drops almost 8,000 players from one blue post. I personally thought that it would be higher, and I figured we would see an artificial spike, if you will, because of everyone coming and killing Balnazar to get their free boost. But I guess just people flat out said, okay, we're done, and just straight up gave up. Mainly on the Horde side, too, which is even sadder. The Alliance side has about been the same, but the Horde is really where that 8,000 Horde players just said, okay, we're done. Because the blue bar looks about the same there, but it's just kind of crazy. These next week, we will...
I actually do agree with that. I honestly thought there was going to be like an increase in player count because of the Balnazar level 85 boost. I thought a lot of people were going to come back to level to 85. I honestly think they would have gotten way more. And I'm saying this, drastically more people playing SOD if it was an anniversary boost, a classic anniversary boost to level 58. I think if that's what they had offered, SOD would have seen its player base jump like a motherfucker. Because I think a lot of anniversary players would have come back to their SOD characters that were level 40, 30, 25, 50, and level to 60, killed Balnazar to then just go back to anniversary. But I don't think MOP was much of an incentive to a lot of people. Like, I just don't think MOP is where SOD players really want to go. But hey, what do I know?
We'll see if a lot of those come in for Balnazar, get your free boost people, if that is a significant, or if SOD drops another, if it drops another like 5 to 10k, it's going to be dire. I can already tell you just by being in the world and the changes that we have had to endure, it is pretty freaking dire right now. Just the world feels empty, the world feels dead. This is Orgrimmar at 11:20 a.m. on a Monday, and as you can see, there just aren't that many people here. And even worse is we are now down to 1 layer. We have been rocking 3 to 4 layers the majority of phase 7 to 8. Like, so I was starting to actually feel pretty refreshing. People were actually here playing in the world. It just is kind of crazy that you to see it fall off so freaking quickly. Like, I was shocked. I didn't think it would be this soon, right? I figured it would die, but I didn't think it would die at least until July 1st and mop time. Then we have here, like, people just looking for invasion boosts. People looking.
I mean, to be fair, it is 11:48 a.m. on a Monday. That's pretty early in the day, right? Like, it's not the thing. But I've seen people literally log on at 10 p.m. and count 40 people in Orgrimmar. 40 people. That's a tragedy. That number is beyond tragic. And I'm not going to lie. I feel like we're at this weird point where season discovery is going to be in Freefall. Is the title a little clickbait right now? Yeah. But I do think he's not wrong. By next week, he'll be proven right, in my opinion. I just think a lot of people are either going to unsub, level very, very slowly in Anniversary, or play Mr. Pandaria Classic. I don't think people are going to keep coming back to SOD. I think SOD is effectively done.
There are people still trying to do dungeons, but like people are just looking for boosts. People are looking for summons. There just aren't, like, the summoning spam isn't there. The boost spam isn't there. That's just a very grim sign of the server health. Like, those are, if anything's there, those are there every single time. It is quite alarming how fast SOD is plummeting into Freefall right now, and I figured it'd be a slow degradation. Like, I figured it would just slowly go down, but plummeting this hard, seeing all the summoning bots move on, or people actually summoning, whatever. I'm not saying you're all bots. There are actual legitimate people doing that. We can go here, like, no auctions are buying. I usually put up these recipes to, you know, fund my guild's world buffs and enchants, but, like, these just didn't sell at all. Not a single one sold, which is just crazy. We see so much, the auction house prices, consumables are through the roof. No one's out there doing gathering anymore, so consumable prices have skyrocketed. Here's an example: a honey badger. Like, these used to be a gold per, and now they're 3 gold per. It is actually just crazy to me. We can look at elixir of giants is 3 gold and 50 cents. These were under a gold like 2 weeks ago. Elixirs of fortitude, 5 gold per. Like, the consume prices have just gone wildly.
You know, I was thinking about it, and I never really thought that so many people were so used to bots and swiping and just, like, farming very lightly, that the moment the bots quit, people didn't go out to fill that void. Especially in a dying server, because knowing that SOD is over means that nobody else is going to start dedicating their time to grinding. Because what's the point of gold on a server that's over, right? And the SOD consume prices are, oh boy, this is pretty brutal. This is just the beginning. I could see an elixir of fortitude being worth 10 or 15 gold later on.
Out of hand feasts. So let's take a look at feasts. Feasts are from current raid droppings, so feasts might not be that expensive, but these, okay, so feasts have actually stayed about the same. They're usually 25 to 30 gold, but just an example of the economy going down, players going down, seeing no one in the world. It is very, very alarming to be this fast, right? I expected it to go down.
Yo, holy shit, my man Nest, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. You're an absolute giga, Chad. I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much, my brother. Congrats to Caps Lock, Igith Kitty, Zenze, Zikojin, and Brainerd for your 5 gifted subs. Let's thank my boy Nest. I really do appreciate you. You absolute legend. Thank you very much, brother. Truly, it means a lot to me. You saw a goal and you had to do it. Thank you very much. You helped me pass through that goal right there. You legend. We're just reacting to Kago's video right now. I'm gonna wait for the ad break to finish at this point. So, you know, it is a good time. Thank you, my man. Truly means a lot that people are supporting me and helping out. Today's been a hell of a day. That's 15 subs today. He just wants Medina banned. Medina's not even here to get banned, hand off. Ah, damn. My boy Medina has been gone for a while. Well, he's still here, but he's not banned, right? You don't support me. You just wanted to help me get past the sub goal. Still, I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. But let's dive right back into the video.
I expected it to drop pretty rapidly, but not until July 1st, till MOP, till everything, and it is just... SOD is in such a shocking state to me. Like, I'm legitimately surprised. That's why I'm making this video to talk about it, and it's just wow. So like, no one's there. Like, people are asking LLFG, can anyone help me and make an alt, invite an alt to make a raid group? Like, that's the type. Someone's like, let's keep SOD alive, and looking for group chat. I have 3 people on of 411. Normally we have like 20 people on. I know it's early in the day, but like, we usually have at least 20 people online here and playing. Luckily no one left, but even more importantly, I had to disband my second raid team because we couldn't sustain it anymore. I can't find any healers to come join. It is crazy. Like, there's a massive healing.
That's another thing that people don't realize, is that every little person that quits drags down everybody else, in the sense that your guild of 30 people, a healer and a tank quit. That doesn't mean those 28 people are going to find another guild. That means maybe 10 of those people find a new guild, and 18 more people slowly start fizzling out and quitting. By the end of the next 2 or 3 weeks, I could see SOD sitting at around 50,000 or 45,000 players. By the end of 2 months, I could see SOD sitting around 15, 20k. I think it'll settle around 15, 20k and be healthy there, but SOD isn't going to be a very big experience. I'm going to be very real about it. And they will announce Classic Plus at BlizzCon next year, but we have to wait till then. And SOD is not going to survive all the way till then.
Shortage out there too. So like, I know it's the summer, so I have some people going on vacation. I have people taking a break, but like, we just lost we couldn't replace 2 healers, and then quite a few DPS going on vacation. So I just said, all right, we're going into maintenance mode. We're doing 1 SOD run a week, and we're gonna focus on Mr. Pandaria. But it felt terrible to make that decision so early. I was at least hoping we could get through June and not have to worry about it until July, and with pre-patch and MOP, and that's, you know, the most logical destination for every SOD player is to head to MOP, regardless of how you feel about that. That is where they want us to go, but I don't think anybody actually wants to go though. That's the problem. Like, with Season of Discovery players, you're watching this freefall, watching all these people start quitting, all these people take their summer breaks and stuff. It's not like the ideal state for Season of Discovery. Season of Discovery was people wanting a future, a brighter future. They wanted to get away from Anniversary. They wanted to get away from MOP. They wanted that Classic Plus experience. And now people essentially have to play a guessing game until next BlizzCon, until next Classic Plus. And there's also the worry of, if it's another seasonal server, will people even come back for another seasonal server? I think people are getting sick and tired of all the effort and energy and time and like all the resources they put into a game just being wasted and gone and disappearing. I think people want a future where they have a permanent character, a permanent guild, a permanent community in a game that isn't going to end in 18 months or 16 months or 12 months. And I feel like a lot of SOD players are just truly and absolutely like frustratingly burnt out and tired because SOD truly was an amazing experience that they can no longer play. And I get the argument of just play an era, play an era. I don't think they can. I don't think Era is ever going to be a popular system. I don't think it ever will be. It's just a really sad ending. I didn't think it would be this sudden and this quick. And I'll put in the pinned comments down below where the next population falls. But this is just a very sad, undeserving end for Sod, in my opinion. Like, Agron, yet again, proven right. He said, if we make a post, we will instantly kill Sod, and he wasn't wrong about that one there. I know they're in a tough position because
I actually disagree with that. I 100% disagree with that. Sod didn't die because Agron made a post. Sod died because it was very random. We didn't get like a proper timeline. A lot of people weren't wanting to quit. If we had been given heads up, Phase 7, Phase 8, Phase 9 is the end, there'll be a Phase 9.5 at the very end there. We'll see you guys then while we work on the next big thing for Classic. We can't share much yet, but we hope you all stay excited. Sod would have stayed healthy. People would have played Sod the entire year. People are effectively quitting Sod because it's a guessing game that we're getting Classic Plus. I truly believe we're getting Classic Plus, but the reason the player base is free-falling is because we didn't get the timeline to prepare. We effectively got told in the middle of Scarlet Enclave, yo, no Phase 9, no extra content, nothing new. Good luck, goodbye, have fun. Go play Mr. Pandaria Classic is your Phase 9. That's why people are crashing out and free-falling the player numbers.
they're excited for what's next. They're moving on to make what's next, and we just have to stay hopeful and believe in them like we believed in them all of Season of Discovery. So hopefully they're making some really cool stuff over there and really cooking with it all. But it's just tough to see something you truly cared about and really loved and enjoyed just go away. By the way, that cannon trinket that you just saw right there, that is one of the coolest trinkets in the game. As soon as people shoot each other across the work, but just goes to show you how that's pretty much all there is to do. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if your thoughts, if you think Sod is in freefall dying. If you agree, tell me why. If you disagree, also tell me why. I'm just trying to be realistic with you guys, as I have been all of Season of Discovery. So until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you.
I am going to let his outro play out for the ad revenue, so my man can get his ad revenue. But my boy Kago is an amazing content creator. I'm going to link the description in the link in the description below. Go subscribe to him if you haven't subscribed to him yet. He's been one of the most die-hard Sod players to ever be. Truly is one of the biggest fans of Season of Discovery and is a genuine voice for all the Sod players. And it is truly sad what they did to him and like the Sod community, because a lot of these people did not want to quit. They did not want to move on. But sadly, even Blizzard was pushing people to go towards Mr. Pandaria or Anniversary as that level 85 boost. It was a free boost for all the Sod players. And they did it on the very first boss. They didn't do it on a Calderon kill, the last boss, which a lot of people struggled to kill. They did it on the very first boss of Season of Discovery, so that all Sod players could jump over to a new game and play that. And that alone tells me everything I need to know that Sod was planned to end, and they did plan on moving it over to Mr. Pandaria Classic, so they could essentially get people to try out retail and Midnight WoW and all that stuff. Because Classic Plus is over a year away. Well over a year, 15 months at this current time, and I'm excited for Classic Plus, but it is still a frustrating, sad experience. Season of Discovery is over, and that population freefall is only going to continue declining. I would not be surprised to see it drop to 45,000 at the end. And I know the argument that Season of Discovery, seasons in the name, we always knew it was going to end. I just think people are prepared for it despite knowing. I think despite the knowledge that Sod was going to end, nobody was really ready for it to end, and they wanted a Phase 9 and a 10 and an 11. I just don't think people were willing to admit that Sod was planning on ending, even though we always knew it was going to happen. Hey, but thank you all for watching. If you like this reaction, like and subscribe. If you hate reactions, think it's cheap content, understandable. Dislike and subscribe and become a dedicated hater. We are a second channel about World of Warcraft, mostly Classic Plus. Thank you all for watching. Ebonhard out. Peace. Go hit my main channel and my Twitch. Adios.